Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to all. Today we have a discussion about the issue related to the employment. So the main topic of our discussion is the what is the best criteria for the employers to hire the employees. So we have four candidates here. So my name is Faris Izwan.
My name is Muhammad Shafiq.
My name is Muhammad Firdaus.
And I am Lukman Hakim.
So for start our discussion, we start with Muhammad Firdaus with his point.
Um, Hello. In my opinion, the best criteria for employer to hire employee is the higher education as possible. This is because there are 3 points that I want to state, which is first, you have more knowledge than others. Second, you can you can gain trust over other people, and lastly, you can apply for higher job, which means higher requirement job. So let's go to the first point, which is you have more knowledge. Okay, for example, from if you are the diploma holder, you are learn about the basic things about in engineering. When you learn in degrees, you will learn a little deeper about the subject. However, when you are continuing your master and your PhD, you are actually using the scope, which means the knowledge. So, in my opinion, PhD or master holder is better than others. So that's why I believe the higher you learn, the better qualities and the higher chance for the employer to take you as their employee. So let's go to the second point, which is to gain trust other people. So let's look in engineering perspective. For example, if you are build a building or a system, for example, so people will ask, who was the inventor? If for example, or he is no name, which means anonymous guy, which diploma holder. So people will argue, oh, I'm studying higher than him, so maybe his product is not perfect. But if you are a professor or PhD holders, people will know your name, and because you already have your articles or journals papers, so people can read and judge your decisions. So that's why I believe I want to state again that master or PhD holder are better qualified for the jobs. Okay. Now let's we look at a point where there are one job, and for example, diploma, degrees, and master or PhD, or all for this qualified person want to apply a job as a employer. Of course, I want to take a person with no, which mean I want to pay less. So maybe I will take diploma or degree to do the job. However, we need to understand that at first I can apply with my diploma or degree certificate, but after taking experience, and I can apply for higher job with higher position without go to university again. I just use my PhD certificate. And lastly, my third point, actually I already talked about, which is for certain jobs you need PhD or master certificate. That's yes, that's which means diploma and degree holder cannot apply for the jobs. I think that's all for me.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Firdaus. Okay, for the second point, we go to Muhammad Shafiq with his point.
Okay. Hi guys. My point is about soft skill. So I think, in my opinion, that soft skill is a best criteria for employers to take their employees, because soft skill is a synonym name for personal skills. So by the name of personal skills, so we can see that this soft skill will indicate their emotional intelligence for the time being. So when the people have a higher emotional intelligence, that's the simplified name is EQ. So it will qualify for the job easier because it can handle it very much. So we can see in the other side that soft skill is different from hard skills, because hard skill, as you know, hard skill is the technical skills that you have from your study. When you do a lab experiment, when you do a research, you will have a hard skill that you required from your study. So soft skill is very different things, because soft skill you will obtain it from joining programs and events, and you will know how to handle the situation better. So my first point for soft skill is, soft skill will indicate the level of IQ that I stated before, because with with your high IQ level, you will aware and you can control your emotion and others emotion around you. So for example, if you have a problem with your teammates, you will handle it calmly without a pressure, rather than a people that have a lower EQ. It will handle it with stressful, it will scold them. So I think that soft skill will generate a level of IQ that higher than others people. So with the IQ level, with the EQ level, you can produce a better environment for working, for studying. In our situation here, for employers to take their employee, so the employee must have soft skill that will indicate their uh, EQ level, emotional intelligence level. For the second point, my second point is, if the people have a soft skill, they can do multitasking work. For example, if you have a experience in handling a program, being an MC for an event, you can know how to organize a event. You can know how where to find these people to buy food, to arrange the table, how the procedure for booking a hall for an event. So this will make you be more flexible. You can become anything in your field. You will not able to do the job because you uh, don't have a soft skill that will make you better. So for the third point, I want to talk about the high confidence level that you will have if you have a soft skill. If you have a soft skill, your confidence level will be high, so you will not afraid to present in front of others. Even if you have a talk in front of 1,000 or 2,000 pupils, you will present calmly, and you will deliver the point by point, and the people will understand you more. So with this soft skill, you can the soft skill can help you during your presentation, and other activities, such as dealing with a vendor. You have to persuade the vendor to give you a best price for certain equipment that will help the company to have a more success in the future. Okay, that's all from me. So I will give to my friends to talk about this
Okay,
point.
thanks Shafiq for his point. So next we go to the third point with Lokman. Okay.
Okay, now I will talk about fresh graduate. So my first point is, it is good for fresh graduate to have experience in internship or volunteer program. As we know, it is hard for internship for fresh graduate to have working experience. So by having valuable working experience from internship, it will greatly boost fresh graduate chances of landing a good job and give their career a head start. Uh, Other than internship program, fresh graduate can apply for a volunteer position as it is easier to find than internship. Volunteer as much as you can, so you will not only gain a valuable experience, but you will build network and get a foot in the door. Okay, building your personal network with others is reliable path to apply for a great job. The benefit for establishing a network will seem endlessly for you to apply for your desired job. Okay, for the next point, the fresh graduate have to focus on their most passionate work or job. If you are eager to work for a company, it will show during the interview. And according to a study, 26% of employers have been turned off by an entry-level applicant's bad attitude during the interviews. If you want to be more positive during the interviews, the best approach is to only apply the jobs that you are really excited about. uh, by learning about their working history, you will be able to better connect with the interviewers and thus boost your chances to get the job from them. uh, this approach will help you to exude and a positive energy during interview. Okay, then if this is something you care about, you will be more prepared for the interview and you will follow up faster with hiring manager, all of which will boost your chances. Okay, for my last point is like our friend just now, to develop your soft skills. Surely, other than technical skills, knowledge, and experience, soft skills are a great strength in yourself. Now that you have a university certificate, it is equally important for you to seek for more knowledge by acquiring skills that would be fulfill your career. Uh, some studies said they found that hiring for entry-level position, almost all employers will view their employees' communication and network and teamwork skills, as well as having a positive attitude for being, and it is very important to have the soft skills. This soft skill will demonstrate how well the fresh graduate will fit into the corporate environment, and give an indication how long that the employees will stay in the community. Uh, I believe that employers understand that everything else can be taught during your early working stage, so they will find something else or outstanding in yourself to hire you as an employee. Okay, the best way to develop your soft skills is to become more self-aware, to get feedback from the people around, to keep communicate with the person you working, and uh, communicating with other person during the working situation. Okay, that's all my point for today. I will pass
Thank you,
to
Roman.
Faridwan.
For the last point, I will discuss about the experienced employers. Employers sometimes worry about hiring experienced employees due to the fear of paying higher salaries. However, salary is small investment to make your work more productive and cost effective. The only source of knowledge is experience. This is quote by Albert Einstein. So experienced employees are always easier to recruit, and it's also easy for them to adjust a working culture. Most human resources departments give preference to to experienced employees as the cost and time for training them is comparatively lower. Okay, for the first point of my point in experienced employees, this is because the experienced employees is have a priceless experience. Experienced employees and got all employees got and many experience have a fair idea of work pressures, work cultures, and work ethics, and so on. Since they have been there and done that, working can come easier for them than others. Their years of achievement, failures, and trained judgment can be extremely advantageous to the company. This help in making the work streamline and reduce the effort of training. For the second point, is the experienced employees have a better adaptability to the surrounding of the company organization. To think logically, professionals from the generation have been tremendous amount of change technologically and socially. This helped them to cope faster with the new company and new organization. So the company can get more productivity from them. So the third point is the commitment from the experienced employees. This is the main point. This is the important point to the experienced employees. This is because experience teach employees that without commitment, no career can be made. And employer many of the time has to deal with unplanned leave, hazard work, lack of seriousness toward works, and no punctuality. Uh, in case inexperienced uh, inexperienced workers. However, experienced employee will take serious commitment toward their work. Okay, that's all from me. Okay, so after we discuss about 4 points, so what do you guys think about the points?
Can I start?
Okay, sure.
Okay, after hearing all of your others points, I think that I really disagree with you all because there are quote said by Albert Einstein too. Uh, to get hard skill is used to get an interview, but to get a job and keep the job, you must have a soft skill. So rather than all of your point experience, fresh grad, and higher education, I think that soft skill is the best criteria for employers to take the employee. What do you others think?
Okay, can I continue?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can
Okay,
continue.
sure.
I can half agree and half disagree with your point. This is because you can teach old dog with the new tricks, which means yes, it's true that you need soft skills to do your jobs. But however, how about if we are in a field that we need a new research? So yeah, you have soft skills, but with new technologies, so that you don't have the knowledge. So that's why I believe the higher level that you learn, so that will overcome your soft skill. So how about you guys?
Okay, I think I disagree with those, but I agree with Paris and Shafiq. As we know, by like just Faris said just now, the best point is to have an experienced employee, right?
Yes.
Okay. As we know, during working situation, we need an experience for us to handle the situation. For the soft skills, as the experienced workers, they eventually surely have the soft skills in themselves. So by hiring the working the
Experience.
experienced workers. Yes, I'm sorry. I think it is the best way to hire them, then higher education. Since that like now, just like now you said, to during research, right?
Yes.
I think that in a company they surely have different department. So maybe for the research, the other department we handle about it. How about you, Faris?
Okay. I think in my opinion, the best point to the employers to hire the employees is back to my point, the experienced employees, because the experience is more important to the industry sector. Because in engineering sector, we have many new technologies, new research, so new machine, and as we know, in engineering sector, we work with the machines, not with the people. So I think the experienced employees is more important to the best criteria of the employees to get the job.
Okay, after hearing all of our agreement and disagreement, I think Firdaus want to make a conclusion, right?
Um, yes, but can we make this conversation little longer, because
Okay, we can.
actually I still don't satisfied with you guys, because for me, yeah, we need to admit we works with machine, right? But if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Faris said that with new technologies and some, yeah, new development in our technologies, so I'm not saying that all your point is not good. It's all a good point, but for 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 to encounters with the new challenge from other parts of world, so we need to have a mind, a man that will have mind that can make something new. So that's why the master and PhD holders should be looked for hired for the jobs. So how about it?
Okay, if you talk about higher education, yeah, I agree with you after hearing what your explanation. But I think that actually our point, all of our point is related. With
Yes.
Faris stated point experience, my point soft skill, education, higher education, and fresh grad. If we combine this together, we will get
Back, Faris.
uh,
Best.
the best
Mm.
the best employees for the employers to hire. So with all of this, we can conclude that to get a good and better criteria in the employees, we must have all of our
Criteria.
criteria. How about it? You think that's
Okay, I would like to add a bit more. Okay, just like now you said for the research, right? In engineering, mostly right now we, as we know, it is urban. Now it's time for urbanization.
Yes.
So we need a lot of uh, raw workers. Okay, so for PhD or master, they need a longer time to study.
Yeah.
So maybe as a fresh graduate or work experienced worker, so they are a lot of us. So I think the employer better hire them to give them experience, so then they will gain experience, and maybe for 1 or 2 years they will reach a level as a PhD qualified people.
Okay, I agree with you. Okay.
So I believe that well,
So you finally agree with
yes,
us.
because 3/4 is agree with the working experience. So after I thinking deeper, little bit deeper. So yes, I agree that higher level people have the advantage, but to dealing with machine, I agree that experience is more valuable than the book,
Knowledge.
the book
The
knowledge.
theoretical
Yes,
knowledge.
theoretical knowledge.
You must have knowledge and you must have practical knowledge.
Yes.
That's a
Good
good combination.
combination.
Yeah.
So we conclude that the experienced workers is the best for employer to hire the employee. That's all from us. Thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.